What comes to mind when you think about the Easter weekend and wellness? Now, we all talk about Easter, about the death and the resurrection of Christ. But have you ever thought about it as how you, as an individual, when it comes to wellness, is actually just about that, the restoration of self, the parts of you that maybe you have lost, and then the parts of you that gets restored during this period. Hi guys, my name is Coaching Miss P, and welcome to my channel where I talk about mental wellness, well-being, and everything feminine on this channel. And if you like this content, I'd like for you to follow, like, share, and subscribe so that it goes out to everybody out there. We talk about all things wellness on this channel. Now, without further ado, I'd like to talk about the message of Easter weekend. Now, it's that time of the year again where we are all, going to celebrate the Easter weekend and celebrate this time period and what it actually means for most people. And I thought it would be interesting for you guys to let me know what you think wellness and Easter have in common. The common thing that I found is the restoration that comes with, understanding if you're a Christian especially, understanding the death and rebirth, or the restoration and, the renewal and awakening of Christ. That actually speaks to you as an individual when it comes to wellness and well-being. So many people go through so many things with themselves and in their lives. And like I said, in past episodes that I've spoken about, it's very important for you to understand your mind and understand yourself and what wellness and well-being means to you. Easter gives you a great time for you to reflect back on the things that, have actually put you down, have weighed you down, have made you feel maybe that you're not worthy of this life, you're not worthy in this life. And there's been so many things that have happened to you that perhaps you just needed time to detox and de-stress about. And this is a perfect time for you to reflect back and look at your life and see which parts of my life do I need to renew back, which part of my life am I actually working to restore. It's perfect time of the year for you to, we've had 3 months rather of the year, and we're actually going to celebrate Easter, I think that weekend of the 4th of April this year. And it's actually going to be so interesting because, so many people either want to celebrate that time period, or some people actually take the time to go to church and just look at their renewal of self when it comes to Easter. Now, whichever method you're actually going to actually go for during this time period, I'd like for you to put your wellness forward when you think about Easter this year. I'd like for you to actually look at your life and ask yourself, which parts of your life do you need to restore back? Which parts of your life, are actually a symbol for you to reflect on again, and see, how far you've come in those parts of your life and where you can actually go with that. Now, a lot of people, when they think about the Easter period, for them, it's just about going to church, coming back, and maybe being with family. And that is actually a good way of, restoring your wellness, restoring your well-being, because you're spending time with the people you care about, people that you can actually talk to about certain things that have happened in your life. But not only that, you are actually restoring yourself spiritually, and going back and saying to yourself, you know what, I'm grateful in this moment of where I come from. I'm grateful about the things that have happened in my life with these individuals that are in my life. And this is the moment for me to celebrate in this way. And as a result, Easter becomes a reflection of that. It is the renewal of self, because so many people during this time period actually have the moment or have the time and capacity to sit and, be in the spaces that they are supposed to be in, especially being at home. I know a lot of people that are not from Joburg will be going Emakaya this season, just so that they can actually restore. And actually, guys, I think it was very important for you to take into cognizance the time period that this is happening in. It's the first few months of the year. You still have so many other months. You've got another 12 months to actually make things happen. You've got 12 months to actually push yourself and do the things that you really, really want to do. So use this season, use this time to restore back, to bring back to self, to talk to self, and really, really look at it as, I'm taking the moment to rest so that I can actually go back and do the things that I'm meant to do. Now, if you're somebody that's struggling with your wellness or your well-being at this time, I'm here as a coach, Coaching Ms. P. I can help you, I can guide you, I can coach you, and just help you look at the nuggets of your life where you need to renew and restore back to self so that you can do the things that you need to do and achieve. And I know a lot of people, will look back and say, oh, there's so many things that I haven't done. There's so many things that I want to do with my life, how significant is this moment? How significant is this, time frame? And the significance is that we are all about wellness. The goal for me, the goal that we have in this life is to make sure that we are well, to make sure that we are doing the things that we are purposed to be doing in this life. And when you are not well, when you don't find wellness in your life, in the little things that happen in your life, then, you end up becoming a little despondent. You end up becoming somebody that, you're just neither here nor there about your life. And that's not the point. The point is that you are here to do something significant. So use this time to reflect, use this moment to restore back your energy, to restore back yourself, Use this time to heal your mind, heal your heart, heal your spirit, heal your body, and really focus on those things, that can actually help you with this moment so that you can have your strength, so that the next few months of the year after the Easter celebration, you are much stronger, you have a different perspective, and you actually see things in a positive light. Now, I know that a lot of people right now, perhaps, some people are excited and some people might be thinking to myself, oh, you know what, it's just another season, it's just another year, it's just another celebration that they put into the calendar. Now, when you understand wellness, as I said in this episode, you will now understand that it's not just another season. It's not just another moment that they've put in the calendar. It's actually a significant time for you to reframe and rewire yourself, reorganize yourself, consciously, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, It's very, very important for you to take it seriously so that you can actually see yourself and your life being well, You can actually see. And because that is the purpose, that is the moment. When Christ died for us, when Christ, made sure that he comes into this world and dies for our sins and dies for us, he was actually trying to restore back to us the kind of life, restore back the health, restore back the things that we are meant to be having in this life. So use it as a moment of wellness. Use it as a moment to remember, the reason why you are here, to remember why it is significant for you to be here in every little thing that you're doing, the job that you're doing it for a purpose. Restore back to yourself with that, the life, the family that you come from, restore back to health with that, because this is the moment to actually do that. So it's significant. It is really, really significant. Easter and wellness come together to bring back to you and to strengthen you and to restore you. Now, if you're somebody that's listening in and saying, okay, Coaching Ms. P, where do I start and how do I actually start doing this? Like I said, you can reach out to me. I'm a mental wellness coach, and I can help just understand where your mindset is at and help shift you so that you can start gaining perspective of your life and being able to detox and declutter your mind so you can achieve the things that you need to achieve. Now, guys, I know that a lot of people don't like going to coaching sessions perhaps, or even therapy, because, people like to think that they can do things on their own and they can actually make it on their own. But the truth of the matter is we all need some coaching along our lives. We all need somebody to hold our hand and show us a different view of, where we are mentally, emotionally, even physically and spiritually. So things like, having a physical coach helps you like a trainer, so that you can make your body the way that you want to make it. Similarly so when it comes to your emotions and your feelings. Similarly so when you are in a space that's not making you feel happy about yourself. It's important for you to surround yourself with the resources that can actually help you gain a better perspective. And this time period is also another time period for you to actually gain that perspective in this moment. Easter is a significant time period for you to gain your healing, to gain your understanding. It is an important time for you to heal. And I thought, with this episode, I really wanted to engage and say to us, the time to heal is now. In the last couple of years, we've been talking about psychology. We've been talking about, healing, and trauma and therapy and all those things. And Easter, during this time period of the year, is another significant moment for people to shift, to shift emotionally, to shift mentally, because collective consciousness actually is at play. Collective conscious is about that. It's about the shift and focus of man to actually heal themselves, to heal their body, heal their spirits. That's why you'll find that in some religions during this time period, they are the fasting, and they are really, really focusing on healing certain aspects of their life. They fast and, people pray and think about, the things that they really, really want to break through from, to get a breakthrough on, so that is why even you listening in on this channel, listening in on this moment, this is a significant time for you to actually heal. In this time period and in this moment, we are actually saying to people, we've been given a moment, we've been given another space for us to actually heal. If you go to church, even better for you, because collective consciousness in the church environment is actually when the pastor preaches and people sing in that space, the elevation that actually helps you to detox yourself, detox your mind, detox, whether you are singing, you are hearing the message, you are doing the partaking in the routine of the church environment, it will actually help you gain even more in terms of healing. But you have to go in with an open heart and an open spirit and the belief and faith that something good is going to happen in your life. Similarly, so if you're somebody that is looking for healing, wanting to do better for themselves and wanting great things to happen in this time period, this is the moment for you to actually be intentional about your wellness and your well-being. Be intentional about the meaning behind, Easter. You might not believe perhaps in the Christian way of what it means, but perhaps you can actually pause and take the moment to reflect back on your life so that you can see where to from here. So this is a very, very critical moment, I think, in wellness, and critical moment in understanding where to and what you're trying to do for yourself in your life. So use this time period to really, really zoom in and focus on, being a healthier self, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. Really focus and ask yourself, which parts of my life do I need to heal the most? Because sometimes you need to heal all of them, but you can't start in the same time. You need to start maybe with your physical wellness that will actually unlock your mental wellness, that will actually help you unlock your spiritual wellness. So it becomes a chain. Sometimes you need to start in your spiritual wellness so that it actually helps you feel lighter and feel better, and then it unlocks your mental wellness. It unlocks your physical wellness. So it's a chain, and I also encourage you that when you feel the moment where something says to you, move in this direction, don't sit on it, move in that direction, because it actually means that you are getting the enlightenment, you're getting the frequency that you need to get to actually help propel you forward. So many people, and something as little as eating better or eating healthy. During this time period, a lot of people, I talked about fasting a little bit earlier on, and talked about during this time some religions will fast. Sometimes when you're sitting at home, you might feel like, oh, today I actually just want to eat veggies, or today I just actually want to eat a specific thing that speaks to your diet. That is actually you getting some sort of revelation emotionally or mentally, a frequency that's actually saying to you, hey, I've tapped in to actually help you to get to your higher self. So listen to those cues during this time. Listen to those moments, because it's actually a way in which the universe is actually healing you and allowing you to open yourself to propel you to a better better you and a better way forward about yourself and your life. So yeah, I know I've said a mouthful in this session, talking about Easter and talking about, how you can actually heal and why it's important in wellness during this season. But I think that it's very, very important to understand how everything connects together and how wellness is interchangeable in so many things, and how you can actually heal your body, heal your mind, heal your well-being, spiritual person in you, just allowing yourself to just heal. Wellness is about that. It's just about you being well, living the best of your life, living, within the well or the capacity that you are destined to live in. There's so many aspects of wellness that one needs to understand, but use certain moments to help you uncover, to help you trigger and unlock the world of wellness that you actually want to be in. And if you're somebody that says hey, Coaching Ms. P, I want to live well, but I can't afford it, I don't have the money. It's not about money. Wellness is not about money. Understanding that is not about money. I just spoke about the Easter period, which is what this video is about. It's just about understanding what to tap into to help you spiritually, mentally, physically, so that you can feel well. It's about feeling well and not necessarily having the money to, make yourself feel well. Because so many people have the money, but they don't feel okay. They are, spiritually, they're not okay. Psychologically, they're not okay, but they have the money. So it's very, very important for you to separate and differentiate what that actually means. Wellness, yes, you need to have financial wellness and make good financial decisions so that you can have a life that, that you are happy about. But it's not about always having, millions and millions of rand. There's so many people who have the millions but are just not happy. So it's just about being able to tap into the things that make you a happy individual and make you, an individual that people like to be around, because you like being around yourself too. You like you. Therefore, it's easy for the next person to like you too. Yabo uyathanda and nabantu bazokuthanda, because you are able to now process yourself. You've healed yourself. You've looked at the things that you need to look at. So I'm just here to give you guys the tips. I'm just here to say to you guys, there are certain things that you guys can tap into to help you guys gain perspective and gain your wellness even further. And the Easter period is one of those periods that you can actually do that and go to church, pray, do the things in that moment, because that's also a part of you, partaking in your wellness. And if you're not somebody that can go to church or is working during that period or is not able to and the likes, meditate, take the moment, use that period, use that time to really hone in on yourself. Take a day where you can actually take a day of fasting, take a moment, to meditate with yourself, just be with yourself, and really cultivate a relationship with yourself, cultivates a relationship with your God, cultivates a relationship with the universe, cultivates a relationship that will bring you to yourself and restore the parts of you that might feel dead, or the parts of you that you don't even know about anymore because so much has happened in your life. But when you think about yourself, you're like, I used to be this person, and you can no longer find that person. Resurrect that energy again, resurrect that persona in you, because this is the time. And the universe, God is saying, this is what I need. I need you to go back to yourself. I need you to be that person, because, so much was done. Jesus died for us on the cross on that time so that we could actually revive and restore to self, so that we can do the things that we are supposed to be doing in this world. And I just wanted to come onto here and say, use this Easter period and go back to wellness, go back to yourself, go back to well-being. It's possible. It's possible for you to have the life that you really, really want for yourself. It's possible for you to feel restored mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, in all parts of wellness. And I'll come back to you again next time with another interesting episode for you guys to actually look at when we talk about wellness. With that said, guys, don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. And also leave a comment. What does Easter and wellness mean to you? You know, how does wellness come into your spiritual side of things? You know, what is it all about for you when you think about, you know, this period, you know? And who knows, you know, I'll also learn something from you as much as I have something to share with you guys in this message. And don't forget that if you're somebody that's looking for your wellness and well-being, you can actually reach out to me. I'm going to leave my email address so that you guys can send me an email. Perhaps you want to do a coaching session with me. Perhaps you just want us to have a discussion. I'll give you an update on how you can actually reach me and how we can actually schedule a session for that. But with that said, guys, happy Easter weekend. I hope you guys feel restored. I hope you find your wellness. I hope you find your healing during this time and great things happen for you. I hope that the next 9 months after this Easter season are everything that you dreamed of, because it is possible for you to, in wellness, reflect and be restored. God bless. Love and light. Coaching Ms. P.